If I want to put an assignment on my Canvas page for my students to upload a document that they created or a Google slide that they created, that's the kind of assignment I'm going to show you how to do now. So I click on the plus sign and it is an assignment. I'm going to create a new assignment and I'm going to call this Upload Your Stuff. So in this case, when I click on this and I go into Edit, I can put the instructions in here. And maybe I might put the writing prompt if that was it, but you could say create a document that answers the question whatever, and you could tell them to be sure to include these points, and you could put the points below, 1, 2, 3, and all of the information that the students need in order to answer this question. Now if I'm going to make this worth an assignment, I'm going to say it's a 100-point assignment. I'm still going to come down here to submission type, and on this one I'm going to call this an online submission. And for this instance, the students are creating a Google Doc or a Google Slide or a Word doc or PowerPoint. I'm going to choose File Upload. So I want them to, and I could restrict upload file types, but I'm not going to. So File Upload is the choice that I make there. And then I'm also going to go down here and I'm going to put a due date of the 28th, and you can change the available from and until. That just means that it won't show up until the available from date, and then after the until it goes away. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put a due date. If students want to submit it late, they can, but it will be marked as late. So once I've got all of that, and that will put it on their calendar as well. That's why putting a due date is a good idea. Once I do that, I'm going to save and publish. And so I'm going to go over and see what that looks like for the student. So the student is in their Canvas course and in this module, and this is the only one showing up. Upload Your Stuff is one of the assignments. So when they click on that, oh, and let me go back and show you that it does show up over here under the to-do list because it's been assigned and there is a due date on it. And if the student were to look at the calendar, they would see that as well. But upload your stuff. Here are the directions that were given, and then so the student's going to go over to whatever program they choose, whether it's PowerPoint or Slides or Google Docs or Word. They're going to type their assignment, and then once they're finished and they're ready to submit, they come back into Canvas and they click on Submit Assignment, and then they're going to go find that assignment. So they're going to browse to find it, and they can find it from their Windows machine, or they can go to Google Docs and find it there if it's in their Google Docs. And notice there's a lot of places and they can search for it, or go to Google Drive. In this case, I'm going to go to Google Drive and I'm going to go down here to search for Delete Me, my folder. Ah, there's no file. Oh, this is my son's, I forgot. So once I find under his Google Drive a document, let's look at that chemistry picture and submit. Then if he wanted to put any comments in, he could, and then once he submits that picture file, it processes it and it tells me that I can leave. And so as the teacher, I go back into my Canvas class and I'm in this assignment, and I can go see that I have some submissions. And here is the submission that he gave me. So it's the chemistry PEG. Now I see that this is student 1 because I've got his, I'll talk about SpeedGrader later, but I've got his name hidden, and I would be able to go to the next one, put the grade in here, that's a 5, and great job, and then submit.